Hello Cancer, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your August Tarot forecast. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back, welcome. I hope you guys are doing great and you're excited to see what's coming up for you in the month of August. You probably already read the title and you know what's coming. I still don't, so we'll see. But remember that this is a general reading, so take only what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. And if you feel like this is not your story, you may want to check readings for your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or even a reading that resonated for you from the title. That makes sense. There's likely a message for you there. Let's get started. I will do the usual reading, so I will start with an oracle deck and get you a card to know the general focus, the general buzz of the months, what to pay attention to, and then we'll go into tarot and I'll pull cards for your love life, your work and career space, and the guidance from the universe. And at the end, I'll pull a few cards from the Hermit Tarot deck with some messages from your person to you. All right, let's get started. Let's see what we have for Cancer. And if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to click the like button, to subscribe to my channel, to leave a comment, to share the video with other people that you think may benefit from it. Of course, there's some information about the services that I provide in the description box. Link to my website, mindfulbamboo.com. A link to the Amazon wish lists or the link for donations. If you'd like to support me and my channel, all donations will go towards this channel and the work that I do for you. All right, we have Magic Stream number 18. That's very fitting for Cancer because you are a water sign. But the magic stream, of course, means that there is a deeper connection with the source, right? Because that's one of the, water is also connected with intuition and channel with source. So let me just read it from the book. I don't think I've ever pulled this particular card, to be honest with you. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all a part of continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. So yeah, to me it has that spin where, a lot of people may be going through similar experiences, as we're all part of the collective consciousness, right? But it might be just you who, it's still, each of us will see it differently, will perceive it differently. And, there's a good chance that you have the skills to deal with it, to heal it, and to share it with the world. And that story will be beneficial because people will say, oh yeah, that's what I was dealing with, or that's where I find myself. That's great, that apparently that's how I can deal with it. So yeah, whatever comes your way, first of all, and we'll see more about it in a minute, first of all, see it as part of that bigger plan, continuity of life for your lifetime, for this lifetime that you're living. And secondly, just know that no matter how big or small it is, good or bad, which is a perception anyway, it is sent to you by the universe for a good reason. And you can take it, you can go through it with grace, kindness, and love. and get them, like, make the most out of it, basically. If it's already great, then it's easy, right? That's, I just mentioned in another reading, we are in a Leo season. Most of August we will stay in Leo energy, and one of the aspects of Leo energy is that joy, this radiating joy, right? It's that sun card where, you know, I'm joyful and I want to share it with the world. If you keep that in mind with whatever you do, however you approach the situation, will definitely get you on a level up immediately. With, you will see new ways of dealing with the situation, and you will see new ways of appreciating it. Okay, let's see what we have from tarot for Cancer. Okay, the Magician, always wonderful to see. This is, by the way, one of my, well, actually it's the latest deck that I got just about a week ago. It's called the Dreaming Way Tarot. I hope you like it. It's different, and that's why I got interested and I bought it. The Hierophant. Yeah, by the way, the major arcanas, I keep forgetting to mention those. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, with a Taurus, wow, or with a Scorpio, Death. 3 major arcanas here. This is huge. We're gonna get to this in a moment. For your career space, we have 10 of Wands, the Tower, another major arcana. Wow, you definitely, I can see what that magic stream was about now, Cancer. You're definitely getting some divine intervention into your life this month. And 9 of Cups, beautiful energy. The Advice, the Hanged Man, Ace of Cups, and the Star. Wow. So altogether you got like 7 out of 9 cards on major arcanas. This is crazy. Wow. And you have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So 8 out of 10. Wow. But yeah, the Chariot, which is, by the way, is Cancer energy, so it's your energy, is telling me that you will feel like you're on top of the world. You are, like, eventually you will get to that feeling after you've, you know, as an outcome on the other side of all the events that are coming up, you will feel like a superstar, like you're exactly where you're supposed to be, that you're really happy with how things turned out. But there will be a journey towards that point, right? And this will help you, like whatever is going to be happening, it will be a catalyst for the big movement forward, for the fast expansion of your energy, your talents, recognition from other people, your relationship, you name it, depending on where you will focus on, right? Maybe everything, who knows? Okay, so let's get into the cards. And yeah, it was the zodiac signs. So I mentioned Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, another Sagittarius, Aquarius, and so Gemini and Cancer. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. A lot of major arcanas here. It's wow. It's just wow. The interesting part about having these cards in the love space is that they're all solitary cards, so to speak. They're not really about a relationship with other people. It doesn't mean that necessarily you don't have, like the Hierophant at least is the leader in the community, right? In this card, in this deck, he's kind of by himself. It's like, you know, it's like a pastor who's, you know, during his own time, his private time, which is usually not surrounded by a lot of people, right? You have like your services, like service time where you are communicating with congregation, but then most of the other time is more private. So it's kind of like, I'm getting strongly that it will be, so even if you're in a relationship with someone, you're dealing with someone, it will still, this time will be mostly about yourself. in the best possible meaning of this word. Because you will be figuring things out, you will be changing your consciousness. Just be careful that with all this transformative energy, manifestation energy, you may manifest something different than what you currently have with your relationship. It can still be with the same person, or it might be with someone else. If this person stays behind, if they are not on the same page, and you just propel yourself and expand your energy, it might easily end up with you figuring out, and it can be subtle, it can be like, mostly coming from you, or it can even be a lot more external. Maybe there will, with the major arcana, something will happen. There will be some events that will show either you or both of you that this is not the healthiest dynamic, right? Or that you have different views and values, and it's not going to work out long term, right? So there is a possibility of getting to the conclusion that it's best to part ways. But that's secondary here, because the most beautiful part of it is that because you will be moving towards something like it's a lot about gaining more confidence and understanding who you are, what kind of potential you have, more than anything else. And that's going to be the death and rebirth energy, right? Where you will discover the new you, your new drive. Maybe you'll find a new hobby. Maybe you'll meet someone. Right? For some of you, the Hierophant could be another person that you'll meet who will show you, right, what is the true love, right? What is the healthy dynamic? What should you expect from the life partner? Or are you a match of a life partner, right? It will be transformative for you in a way where towards the end of this period, you will find yourself as a new person, pretty much. And don't be afraid or angry if your significant other will tell you that you are a new person and they don't even know you anymore. It may not sound like a compliment, but it looks like you are changing your life and yourself for the better, right? You're getting to know yourself, understanding more of who you are and what is out there for you, right? So to me, this is a bit more towards personal growth than relationship as such, but definitely as we change, as we work on ourselves, all our close relationships will change. That's just how it works. That's why I totally get why it's in this space. For the career space, we have 10 of Wands, the Tower, 9 of Cups. You may feel like you've been overworking recently, or you put a lot of effort into a project and it didn't pan out as expected. But again, the universe will once again show you that it's your perception more than anything. And maybe on the surface, it will look like a failure. Like maybe you wanted to make a certain amount of money and you didn't make it. Or you were supposed to deliver a project within this timeline and you didn't deliver, or something like that, right? It may seem like it was a lot of effort for not very much. But that will be the Tower moment where you will see that project or the activity or the people who you engaged with, they led you exactly to where you're supposed to be, and you've gained incredible knowledge from that experience. Either it could be, oh yeah, I never letting that happen again in my life, I'm never putting myself through that, right? Why not? Or maybe just learning more of the intricacies and how things work really, or what's the recipe for success. It could be anything really, but the bottom line, it will be an eye-opener for sure. It's an interesting card in this case because, yeah, it's more abstract, I would say. But definitely with the 9 of Cups at the end of as a third card here, I see that you will be happy about it. You will see how much it got you closer to your dream, to what you want. You will be appreciative of this experience. Yes, for sure. So what I would just add in terms of advice of what to do. Like sometimes even I find it challenging for myself if I'm getting a reading for myself and I see those kind of cards that are telling me that there's gonna be pain, it's gonna be very challenging, it will take a lot of energy out of me. So the way that I would prepare or, you know, use this information for my own benefit is try not to go too much to the extreme. Like for example, if I'm sensing that I will be overworking myself, I will pay more attention to it so I don't overwork as much. I will still have the realization of it, right? I will have the awareness, so it will do the trick, but I don't have to, you know, drive myself to the edge with it. Or if there's going to be a tower moment, I will know that at those times where I feel overwhelmed, when maybe my anxiety level goes up and I feel like, wow, yeah, that it's that culmination point, I will brace myself and I will remind myself that it's eventually going to take me to a beautiful place. So I might as well, use my techniques to get myself into balance and step back and see the bigger picture, right? And treat it as a magic stream that's helping me wash away things that I don't need in my life, right? Heal pain that shouldn't be with me anymore, right? And will bring in something new and beautiful. For the for the advice from the universe, we have the Hangman, Ace of Cups, and the Star. And again, this actually resonates with what I've already mentioned, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but this again is emphasizing stepping back from the situation, bringing love into the situation, not necessarily rushing with action, but being more, bringing compassion and love into it, seeing the love in it, the bigger meaning, and how it brings you to the goal, to the dream even, right? And it might as well be that your dream will change by the end of the month, for example. So be open to that as well. But know that even if you don't know what the dream or that big plan is, that big divine plan, that ultimately whatever happened was for your own good. It was the loving energy, this loving energy from the divine and from your guides towards you, if not from other people, and at least that way. And that's true. Okay, messages from your person to you, Cancer. These cards are a little tricky to shuffle, but I'm doing my best. Woo, okay. We have, if I follow you, I could lose everything. Happiness is my priority. And love is the answer. So guess what? Your person knows that love is the answer. And while you're taking care of yourself, they are being understanding. And it will encourage them when they see what you do, how you approach your life, the changes you make, and will inspire them to pay more attention to what makes them happy and to focus on their happiness. And that's a beautiful energy to see and to observe from your significant other. And ultimately, in a happy scenario case, will definitely bring you closer. Or, like I was saying at the beginning, both of you might understand that you're not meant to be together for the long term, or maybe that's where your paths will part. But yeah, it looks like your person has some concerns about where, maybe because everything is changing so quickly, they've already accepted who you were, before the change happened. And after that, it will be so different that they will be struggling to accept how that will fall into their picture of the world, how your relationship will be accepted by people around them, etc., etc. So I'm not saying that's the deal breaker, and I'm not saying that that's why they're gonna leave you, but I'm just saying that this will be a concern. They will be thinking about it, just so you know. They may not tell you, but this is just gonna be their authentic process of healing and going to the next level, and hopefully they will take that road. Okay, thanks very much for being with me, guys. I love you all, and I will be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye everyone.